Hello, tribe, and welcome to the Emotional Detox Workshop. I'm so excited to have you here. I see that Carrie was early. Hello, Carrie, say hello in the comments. If you are joining me live, say hello. And if you are joining me on the replay, please comment hashtag replay because you know how I love to know that you are actually here with me and doing all these beautiful work that we're doing here. So, the emotional workshop, the emotional detox workshop, is all about helping you release the stagnant energies and emotions that we accumulated throughout the year, right? Because by this time of the year, everyone is like wanting to just move on. When is the new year coming in? When is the new year starting? And some of us are like, we're tired, right? Some of us are sensitive, some of us are empathetic. And I will talk a little bit about this in a moment, but I believe that life goes in cycles and what comes in must come out somehow. And we cannot just accumulate all of these quote unquote negative energies and then at the end don't do anything to release. That's how we start the year feeling completely exhausted and not being able to go after what we want and go after that fulfillment, which is why we're here, right? Because this community, yes, is all about healing, but it's also about helping you succeed in the healthiest way possible, in the way that is going to honor you in the most beautiful way possible. Oh, hello, Stacy. So good to have you here. Everyone else, say hello in the comments. I see that some of you are live, not sure if on YouTube, but or on Facebook. Just say hello in the comments so I can feel your energy a little bit better, okay? Oh my God, this is really exciting. So, let me tell you if you are at the right place. First of all, this is a community of people who have been through trauma, to abuse. So, if you have been through something like that, welcome home, because this is the right place for you, okay? This is the right place for you. But this workshop in particular, as I said, it's all about helping you release your emotions. So, this is for you if you, first of all, 2025 was a little bit crazy. Okay. So a lot of us have a lot of emotions to process. Okay. So if you're feeling like, oh my God, 2025 was absolutely nuts, you are at the right place. But if besides that, you have been feeling tired, exhausted, maybe overwhelmed with all of the emotions, and you know that you need to release some energy, then you are absolutely at the right place. And if you are also very ambitious, you have goals that you want to achieve. And when I'm telling you that, like, you are an ambitious person, I'm not telling you maybe that you want $1 million. Okay, that would be amazing. I wish you $1 million. But I'm telling you, if you have goals, if you want to create a completely different life for you, you are at the right place because this is where everything begins. It's not going to begin when you set the goal, it's going to begin when you actually do the work to prepare yourself to have an awesome year. And that's what we're doing here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Stacy is saying I'm so excited, and I am so excited as well. Yes. Who's ready for change? Agreed, it's time for change. Hmm? Yes, it's been a roller coaster, right? Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you, ladies. That's why we're here. Okay, let me see if I forgot to tell you something. Oh my God, yes. If you can, please comment, okay? I hate being here like I'm alone. This is a community. Let me know in the comments how are you feeling about everything. This is going to be, if you notice, I didn't promote this as a masterclass because this is not a masterclass. This is actually a workshop. So we're going to do some work. So please comment. Please let me know how you're feeling. Please let me know if you're excited. And if you are brave enough, share what you're feeling and all of that. And another thing that I wanted to also tell you, like, I've heard this beautiful woman that I follow say something like this in one of her workshops or trainings. She said, just assume that this is a paid thing, that you paid for it. All right. Because the things that we're going to do here, if you know me, you know that I don't give you fluff, right? But basically, this workshop is, I'm going to give you things that I do with my clients in sessions. So do not overestimate the power of the work that we are going to do this just because this is a free workshop, because I'm going to give you the same that I would give my clients if they need to release their emotions, right? And they do. I'm going to be doing similar things with them in session. Okay. So pretend that you're paying for this thing, and I'm going to pretend that you are an actual client sitting in front of me. All right. Is that a deal? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if that's a deal. I want to know. Even if you're catching this on the replay, I don't care. Let me know. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to say. That's why you should have. That's why you should have notes, right? Okay. If you don't know who I am, my name is Erica. I am an empowerment coach for survivors, and I have been helping people like me. I'm a survivor myself. I'm a survivor of complex childhood trauma. And well, let's not go too deep into my story, but I have been through hell and I have come back from the dead, right? And I have created this fantastic life for myself, which is a successful life according to my notion of success, which is I am happy, I do what I love, I have only healthy people around me, and I absolutely love my life, and I love myself. So for me, that's success. What I do at my job is actually help other survivors feel successful, to achieve their fulfillment, because this is not only about healing. And I think I told you this in the beginning. I don't want you to just do the healing. I want you to freaking succeed. Okay. My work is to help you succeed because we suffered enough and I'm not here to help you settle. Okay. So that's it. This is a little bit about me. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. All right, let's talk a little bit about how this workshop is going to go. In a minute, I'm going to slow down a lot because what I want to do with you today is to give you space. I want you to give you space to process your emotions so you can feel free. And you're going to feel so much lighter after this workshop. You're going to be like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. And also, I didn't tell you how proud I am for you, for you, because you're here. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I need to do this work, but they don't show up. And you showed up, and it's freaking Saturday. So I'm really proud of you. Okay, so let's talk about the structure of this thing. First, we're going to have a small convo just to get us situated. Hello, Tarsha girl. So happy to have you here. We're going to have a small convo. We're going to do some guided journaling. I'm going to ask you some very powerful coaching questions. And then we're going to do one of my clients' favorite things. I don't know what's up with this tool, but all of my clients love this tool. So we're going to do some EFT tapping to actually practically release these emotions. I'm not going to be like, oh, tapping is a good tool, blah, blah. No, I'm actually going to do it with you. And if you already have, girls, do you have your workbook, ladies? Just drop me a yes in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to drop you the link because we're going to need the workbook. So in the workbook, you also find like a tapping script, and we're going to talk about it later. Okay. So we're going to have a tapping round. And then in the end, I'm going to invite you to something really, really cool. And this is very particular to the ones who are ready to strategize their 2026. I'm so confused with the years. I can't believe we're going to go get into like 2026. Like, that's freaking crazy. But basically, I have a beautiful offer for the ones who want to like strategize their 2026 and actually go after what they want. And it's not a crazy expensive program. It's nothing like that. It's like 150, very strategic thing. So, but I'm going to tell you about it later. Now it's all about the releasing. Okay. Are we ready? I'm so excited. And I keep forgetting that I don't have to run because I have an hour and a half with you. Okay. All right, beautiful people. So here's the thing. Before we dive into the workbook, and you can take this time to go get your go grab your workbook. If you signed up, you should have it in your email. All right. Before we dive in, I just wanted to tell you to talk to you about something very special and very important before we dive into this work. Okay. Here's the thing. Today, or during this 90 minutes that we are together, I really want you to give yourself permission to feel, right? I really want you to give yourself, because, as survivors, there are several things at stake here, right? There is this thing when sometimes we are afraid of our emotions because we don't want to open We don't want to open the box, the Pandora box, and have it, flow like crazy. I want to just ensure you that, like, this is a safe space, and I'm here with you. And if you're finding something, a block or whatever, chat with me in the comments, okay? But I really want you to give yourself permission to feel, because when you give yourself permission to feel, you also give yourself permission to relax, oh my God, to release. And that's what we're going to do here. Okay. So can I have in the comments, like, permission to feel? Can I have it in the comments? Because I need this commitment from you. I need this commitment that we are going to be committed to just allow ourselves to feel. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you is, as survivors, as people who have been through, trauma, even our society as women, we are just taught to, keep going, pretend like nothing is happening, suck it up, be strong, right? Who hasn't, I heard this all my life. All my life I was hearing people just telling me to be strong all the time. And this is so detrimental to survivors. And unfortunately, what happens with these freaking messages that people give us is that we suck it up, and then we end up feeling sick. We end up, feeling just exhausted and tired and burnt out. And it's such a shame, right? Because we are not supposed to not feel anything. And that's why I'm like here banging on permission to feel, because we deserve to feel our feelings, right? And I know that sometimes when I am talking about these ideas, some people, mainly in the spiritual community, some people who are into personal growth, they come to me with this idea that we need to be very positive all the time, right? We need to be, grateful for what we have. Girl, like, you can be grateful and angry at something that happened to you, right? It's like, do things can exist at the same time. I really try to fight, against this idea of toxic positivity and bypassing, because we're here to feel. We're humans, right? And yes, I'm spiritual. Yes, I'm up for, like, the universe and being positive, but you're not going to get everything by just being positive. We need to be aware. We need to feel our feelings, because we're human, and we're going to feel, right? I have a beautiful comment here from Carrie. I agree. Be strong is such a phenomenon that has been used to control the narrative, right? Because it keeps us freaking quiet. And we're powerful women, and we're going to assume that. And that includes feeling our emotions. I so much agree with this. Yes, we have been silent for so long. Like, not anymore, girl, not anymore. 100% agree with this. So I love that we are on the same page right now, and that we understand that emotions need processing, and that everything that comes in must come out in a way, right? And I rather have it come out in a journal, in a workbook, in an EFT tapping session, in you punching a pillow, than coming out in a way where you just sabotage yourself, or you lash out at others. Like, so many things can go wrong when we don't process our emotions, right? So I just wanted to tell you this before we start with the work. Okay. So if you can grab your workbooks, I feel like I'm in class right now. If you can grab your workbooks, you will find that on one page, oh my God, what is this, page 3? You will find the feelings wheel, right? I don't want to stop here for longer than it's necessary, but I just want us to contemplate here the idea of us being familiar with our feelings, and just Stacey's like, Professor Erica is in town. Oh, hello, Harley the Kid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so let's look at this emotions wheel, and what I want us to see here. And why am I sharing this? Because it's funny, when I started working with clients, I have realized that oftentimes I would ask them, okay, how do you feel today? And they would say, well, good, bad. And we were not taught to have an emotional vocabulary, right? So how can we process something we have no idea what is? Sometimes there is shame that is attached to feeling emotions, right? And what I want us to do today is, since we are going to dive deep into the emotions, if you're feeling some sort of a block, or, oh, I don't know how to answer this question, I actually don't know how I felt, you can always get back to the feelings wheel, and check if any of these emotions resonate with you, because I don't want us to just go surface, I want us to go really deep. So this is a tool, let me just okay, this is a tool by Gloria Wilcox. This is very used in psychology, and coaches use this all the time, if you are wondering. Okay, this is like an update from a previous feeling wheel. But yeah, this is a tool you can use forever. I actually have it on my phone. I don't use it anymore, but I do have it on my phone, because sometimes I don't know what the hell is going on. And sometimes it's not fear, sometimes it's something else underneath, right? And I want us to have this tool so you can do the rest of the exercises, okay? Uh, you thought it was the zodiac? No. Somebody told me it was like they thought it was the cycle syncing wheel, because I'm always talking about cycle syncing. Okay, so is everybody ready? Because we are ready to start. We are going to start with the journaling prompts. Is everybody ready to dive deep? Deep, deep, deep. So here's what's happening. I'm going to show you, of course, if you have the workbook, you will see the questions, and I'm going to just guide you through the questions, right? But I just want to pause you for a moment here. And I know how some of us can be very perfectionist, and can be very, even in our healing journey, we can be like, oh my God, I want to do this right. Please release the pressure. Please release the pressure. This is all about feeling. This is not about right or wrong. This is not about judging ourselves. I'm just telling you this because we're about to dive deep into some very, deep questions and deep reflections that we usually don't do. And sometimes you can have this tendency, you and I, right? We can have this tendency to judge ourselves and be like, oh, if I felt that way, then why did I stay in the situation? No, 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 right? So I want you to silence a little bit that judgment. You can even just like grab the judgment and throw it away physically. Okay? Did we throw the judgment away? Because this is not about judgment. This is about awareness, and this is about us figuring out what are these things that we need to release, because sometimes you don't even know. Sometimes you have to dive deep to know. Okay, are we ready for first question? Is there anyone that doesn't have the workbook, so I can send it? Okay, let me look for the link just in case somebody needs it. Oh, actually, I don't have it. I'm gonna look for it in the first question. Hold on. Okay, first question. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Let's connect with ourselves, and let's answer the first question. Please go grab your workbook or pen and paper. The first question is, what were the most significant events of 2025 for you? So anything that comes to your mind that happened in 2025, please write it down, okay? Anything that comes to mind. It's, if you are thinking about, oh, this is insignificant, but if it came to your mind, it means something to you. So that means that you should write it down. And another thing, if you have, like me, terrible memory, you can always go to your phone and just scroll through your pics, to your pictures, and see if something pops up, okay? Just in case you're like, oh, what happened in 2025? Because that will be me sometimes, okay? So I'm going to leave you some time. I told you this is hands-on. I'm going to leave you some time to answer. I think I gave you 2 pages. Oh, no, I didn't. Write down the significant events. And I'm going to look up for the for the link in case someone here doesn't have it. And I'm going to just leave you alone and write your answers, okay? All right. Is everybody all right and feeling comfy? Okay. If you have any questions, if something comes up, this is just the beginning. We're just scratching the surface. So I'm going to give you some time and look for the link for the rest of the peeps in case somebody doesn't have it. Okay. Emotional detox. You're awesome. Like the fact that you're here, you're freaking awesome. Let me tell you. Okay. Here's the link. If you have like five events, 5 to 8 events, that's totally fine. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna move on to the next question. And yeah, remember you can always come back to this, and catch the replay. The replay is gonna be up until the end of January, I think. Okay, are we good? Can I have a we're good in the comments? Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on. If I'm going too fast, let me know in the comments. Okay, good, perfect. If you say we're good, we're good. And if I'm going too fast, you let me know in the comments. Eric, I can think. You let me know, okay? So now I want you to reflect back. Look at these moments that you have referred to in the first page of the journal. And I want you to think about how each of these events made you feel. And remember, if you feel a little bit blocked and you're like, I felt good about this, or if you catch yourself being like, I felt good about this, I felt bad about this wasn't nice, I want you to go a tad deeper and go look at the feelings wheel and just insert more feelings into that, because we want to really go deep, okay? So how did each of these events made you feel? So write it all out. Okay, I have written a few points, like for three for each. Oh, amazing. There's no wrong way. If you're letting your feelings out, and if you have the specific situations, that's fine. And another thing, ladies, if you're probably gonna get more downloads, and you're probably going to think about more things throughout the rest of the week, and you can always come back and add things. This is not just, okay, I did this and it's done. It's ongoing. Okay, good. All right. And sometimes we have good events that didn't make us feel very good. I have had a big move that was amazing, but I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? Just say whatever. It's just you and the paper. All right. Can I move on to the next one? Yeah. Okay. All right. The next question is, who were the people most present in your life this year? So who was more present in your life? And let's not only talk about people who physically live with you and that you hang out with, but people who live rent-free in your mind, maybe. Right? Let's talk about these people as well. Just make a small list. Who were the people you most thought about, hang out with, just, all of that. Because sometimes some people are not there physically with us, but they're still with us. You know what I mean? So energetically, they're still with us. So this should be a quick one. So I think I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay. All right. Perfect. Stacy, thank you for updating me. All right. So now, up to the next question is, how did their presence or behavior affect your emotions? So, how did this person that you live with, that you hang out with, that you work with, right? How did they affect your emotions? Okay, this we need to do a little bit of thinking, so I'm going to just give you some time. And remember, this is all about the positives and the quote unquote negatives. So you can just, you know, write whatever comes to mind. I'm going to grab the workbook as well. And then when you finish, answering this question, let me know how you're feeling in the comments. Because this is a tough question, right? Because we sometimes don't want to admit how certain people make us feel. So let me know how you are in the comments so I can support you. The question once again was, how did their presence or behavior affect you emotionally? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, ladies. If you care to share, okay? Don't want to force you to anything. Okay. All right. Deep breath in before we move into the next question. Somewhat positive. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. Because this is awareness, right? And some of these things are not going to be new, are just going to be, okay, I'm acknowledging this thing. Okay, perfect. I have two that were so great, and I've had one that was a roller coaster. Okay, good. That's you pinpointing, okay, I need to work on this. There's something to be done here. There's something to look at, right? It's so beautiful. Like, you're acknowledging it. That's so amazing. That's the first step. Amazing. And allowing yourself to be like, oh my God, that was a freaking roller coaster. Okay. And remember to write down how you felt, because it was a roller coaster. And the roller coaster can be both exciting or very scary and daunting. So remember to focus on the feelings. I know it's hard sometimes, okay? That's why I'm here to coach you throughout. Okay, amazing. All right. You're welcome, beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now, this is this is a tough one. This is a tough one, isn't it? Because we tend to be very hard on ourselves, and it affects us in a way, right? And in this question, we are going to write down, well, the answer to the question, how did your choices, habits, and self-talk make you feel throughout the year? I think this is one of the most important prompt questions that we have. Hello, Andrea. Don't worry. Don't worry, you missed the time. You're here. Let me tell you what page we're in. So, ladies, the question is, how did your choices, habits, and self-talk make you feel throughout the year? So, how did you make yourself feel? Did you make yourself feel happy and loved? Did you make yourself feel neglected, sad? And It can be a 10,000 feelings at the same time. But this is a beautiful exercise to realize if you are doing yourself more harm, right, than good. And remember, no judgment. Judgment is not here. Judgment is not present in this collective room that we have. Okay, Andrea. So what we're doing is we are trying to focus on the emotions here. Like my main goal here is to coach you throughout your emotions. So if you have your workbook in to answer this question, remember to answer how did it make you feel? Okay, just not good, not bad. If you need to look at, let me show you here, the feelings wheel here. Look at all of these emotions, and you can just look at them and check what feelings you think you made yourself feel through your actions, through the choices that you have made. Stacy, I also know that you made yourself, you say they were definitely not good, but I know you've made yourself feel calmer, right? Because you've been meditating and all of that. I know there's the good and bad, right? Okay, Andrea, no problem. You're welcome. Oh, okay. All right. Do we have the habits and choices? This is the part where you have unconditionally self-love for you, where you're like treating yourself like a bestie, right? As if your bestie is just sitting across the chair from you, and they're just saying, you know what, like I made myself feel miserable and so sad throughout the year because I didn't do, or I did do something like that. Yeah, I'm just loving seeing the comments and how you started working on yourself and taking care of yourself recently. Self-love this summer, amazing. It's never too late. Okay, I think I'm going to move on to the next one. Do you want to shake this one a bit? Ooh, sometimes it's hard because, but it's okay. We're creating awareness, and then we're going to release all of this. It's going to be so good. We're going to release it. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for just hanging out with me in the comments. That means a lot. Okay. All right, now let's go a little bit, you know, further, deeper, and a little bit more practical. When you think about your typical day throughout the year, right? Your typical day, what have been the most common emotions you've been waking up with? Because this is a huge sign. Okay, here are a couple of things that I want to tell you. If you woke up anxious most of the year, and then you were able to self-regulate, do not panic, okay? Because the morning is a time where stress or hormones are up, and maybe you had a bad night. Like if you are able to kind of like change the feeling, because I know it can be scary, because it's one of the things that I struggle the most with. So I don't want you to be scary, like I woke up anxious every day, oh my god, this is horrible, right? So just be mindful of that, because sometimes we go through phases, and if you're not sleeping all right, I always like to be a little bit, practical with this thing. So yeah, question. When you think about your typical day throughout the year, what have been the most common emotions you've been waking up to? Stacy, you experience the same? Yeah, it's not uncommon. And as women, we also have, hormones, and before our period is worse. Oh, I love this. I started to do work on the self-regulation, somatic, and yoga. Yeah. Amazing. That is amazing. That's awesome. Okay, I think I can move on to the next question. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. And now we have this wonderful question, which is which feelings, emotions, and situations are you ready to release before the year ends? Which feelings, which emotions, and situations are you ready to release before the year ends? This should be an easy one, right? After you saw all of the emotions and after you thought about all of this, which feelings, emotions, and situations are you ready to release before the year ends? So, not only about feelings and emotions. By the way, emotions is just it's just more physical, right? You feel it more in the body. Feelings have more of like a psychological, you think about something and then you feel it, but then you feel it in the body. So don't get too caught up on semantics, okay? So just think about what are the things that you have felt this year, and yeah, what are the situations that you are ready to release before the year ends? And when I'm talking about releasing, let's not just think about releasing today, right? Because maybe you are in a situation where you need to come up with a strategy to release in 2026. And I have something really cool to tell you if you are thinking about creating a strategy to 2026. Okay. So, which feelings and situations would you like to release? I can think of some. Oh, good. This is so good, Stacy. Ugly self image. I want to release those feelings. Name the feelings. Anxiety. Okay, good. I want you to name the feelings. When you think about it, when you picture it in your mind, what are the feelings that come? Are the feelings of shame? What are the feelings that come? You're doing awesome, ladies. Like, this is amazing. This is how you show up for a workshop. You know what I mean? This is what you do when you come to a workshop. You need to release negative self talk. Yes, all day, every day. Don't say sorry. It's okay. Don't say I'm sorry. It's just that's why we're here. That's why I'm coaching you through this. Because we have this tendency to just focus on the thing and then hide away from the feelings. We all do that. We all do that. And that's why sometimes it comes handy to have a coach, because I want to get the mirror and be like, where are the feelings? What do we actually want to release? Negative self-talk is such a good one to release. Yes. Oh my god. If I could have a switch, negative self-talk would be that switch off. Okay. All right. Okay. Are we done with this question? Can we move on? I love being live with you. This is amazing. Because then I can follow your rhythm and I can give you actual time. Can we move on, ladies? Okay. I'm going to move on. You tell me if you need more time. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Now, let's talk about what are the feelings and the emotions you are ready. Did I typo something? I did. What feelings and emotions are? Oh, I haven't. Ladies, did I tell you I believe 100%, like 99% that I have dyslexia because I make up words and things? Okay, what feelings and emotions are you ready to receive? Now that we spoke about all of these things that we want to release, all of these feelings, right? all of these emotions, how people made us feel, let's think about what are you ready to receive. So and let's just not do this in a nutshell. Let's look at your previous answers. And when you look at your previous answers, you think about, okay, I don't want this, but what do you want? What do you want to receive? What type of emotions? Do you want to feel happy, peaceful, balanced? Do you want to be proud of yourself? Do you want to feel in alignment? Do you want to feel like you are honoring yourself? Do you want to feel like you can speak up for yourself? This is actually not an emotion, but it kind of encompasses the feelings that sometimes we want to have, right? Peaceful and proud. Love that. Love that. It says a lot, right? Because if you're proud of yourself, that's because you've been honoring yourself, not just because you achieved something. Oh my God, loving the comment sections. Okay, hold on. Can't catch up. Hold on. Peace and alignment. I love that. Okay, peaceful. A lot of people we just want, because at the end of the day, that's it, right? We want a bunch of things, but most of us, we just want to feel peace. And Stacy just said happy and loved. And most of us, that's what we want. That we want peace. We want to feel loved, right? It's so beautiful because you're saying kind of like the most, kind of the same things. And I really, really love that for you. I love that. I just want to pause here for a bit because we're going to move on to a different section of the workshop. So I want you to see me as I say this. I just want to stop for a moment and just tell you, like, you deserve all of this, right? You deserve to feel peace. Excuse me, hold on. You deserve to feel loved. You deserve happiness, right? You deserve to live a life where you feel like you are in alignment. You deserve to feel proud of yourself. Now, the thing is, we need to start, first of all, letting go of what does not serve us, but also just prepare ourselves to do what's necessary for us to have that peace and love. Oh, what's up with new glasses? What does that mean? You need a new perspective of seeing, a new way of seeing things, or is it that you need new glasses? Because if that's what you mean, you're hilarious. I don't know. I need some. How do you say? I need some confirmation of what is it that you mean. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to take a break. Oh, yes, I'm not at home, my love. I'm not at home. I'm in Tenerife. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Just acknowledge and that you deserve and that you are worthy of all of this. And where most of us fail as survivors sometimes is that we don't give ourselves that because we're busy giving it to other people. And I am just so excited that you're here and you are open to receive. So let me know, how did you feel about the journaling that we just did? Did it create awareness? Did you come up to? Do you have like? Did you realize something? Are there some emotions that you find that, oh my God, I didn't realize that this was what I was feeling? Or did you get like more confirmation of what you already knew? Just walk me through how you're feeling so I can support you in that, my lovelies. And then we're going to move on and we're going to do some tapping. I know Andrea loves tapping. I'm not sure about Stacy because I had this event where I did some tapping and everybody was like, oh my God, tapping, that was amazing. Okay, I realize I need the feelings wheel. That's amazing. You have it. That's one tool you already have. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. I love that. That's already, that's already something that it's priceless. You already know the existence of a tool and you can have it. Andrea is saying I'm sad I don't have that book. Where I find it? I sent you an email with the workbook, and you also have a link to download it. And should I post it again? Don't be sad. Don't be sad because you already have it. It's in your email. Okay, you do have that book. All right. So let's move on to the second part of the workshop. One of my favorite tools. Okay. So hold on. Let me find Canva. Where is it? Here. All right. So right now we are going to do some tapping, right? Let me first hold on. Let me first explain to you how tapping goes, and then I will show you the tapping script because it works best if you already know how to do. Okay. All right. So EFT tapping is a tool that we use to release and to unblock emotions, situations, right? It is based on some points that you tap, right? And in this technique, by tapping on these different points while you do some affirmations, while you affirm certain things, it really helps you process any emotion, anything that you're doing. You can use tapping if you have a situation right now and you feel like you need to regulate, you can use tapping. You can use tapping to prepare for something. Let me tell you what my clients use tapping for. So I have this client that she uses tapping before a presentation, so she feels more prepared and grounded. I have this client who she needed to process her emotions. She was going through like a tough time, so she used tapping for that. And I have a client that is going through something right now, and it's kind of the same thing. So, but basically, you can prepare yourself for situations, right? So, how does tapping works? And if you already know this, I am so sorry, okay? But I have to explain it to everyone to make sure everyone is on the same page, okay? So, basically, we're going to tap on different points. And if you want to take notes and learn how to tap like forever, this is a powerful tool. Like, I'm not even joking. And you will see when we end the tapping round. So basically, you are going to tap here and say some words. Don't worry, you're going to do this with me, okay? So first, we're going to tap here. And then you're going to tap here as we say some things. And the only thing you have to do is just copy me and tap on the points that I am showing you, okay? And then there's like below the arm, underneath the arm, and then top of your head. Okay? Is everybody ready? Andrea, you received the workbook yesterday around 6 p.m. your time. I think your time is, yeah, I think that's it. But don't worry, I'm showing the workbook right now. Okay. So are we ready for our tapping round? Can I hear a yes? We're about to release these emotions. Stacy is ready. Who else is ready? I need more readiness to start. Okay. Andre went to spam. Oh, there you go. That's why. Okay. All right. Andre is ready. All right, people. Okay. So this is EFT tapping practice that we're doing live to help you release your emotions and reset so you can start 2026 feeling powerful, lighter, and ready to crush your freaking goals. Okay? Amazing. All right. Ready? I see a lot of ready, so I know you're ready. Okay. All right. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Get yourself comfy and let's start. Okay. Repeat after me, okay? Even though I have been feeling all of these negative emotions, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Even though this year has been absolutely crazy, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Even though there has been some negative feelings, some sucky emotions, I choose to love, honor, and respect myself and my feelings. It really sucks to have all of these negative feelings. They are annoying, they are nagging me, and I absolutely hate it. It is terrible. It makes me want to scream or cry, and I don't like them. I like to focus on the positive. Be grateful. It could be worse, right? But it could also be better. And I know that. And it's so, so frustrating. There are all these emotions inside of me. Sometimes I feel burnt out. Sometimes I feel angry. Sometimes it's deep, deep sadness. This year was a lot. What the F? What the actual F? And I'm an empath. I feel other people's feelings. I want to help. I want to be nice. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, I pretend I'm okay. When I am actually not okay. But I know that I deserve to process my emotions. I am only human. So I am going to feel all of the feelings. What I am not going to do is to suck it up, to pretend it didn't happen. Because it did. And I have feelings. I have the right to have feelings and to feel them. People in my life made me feel I can't express them, but yes, I can. Even if it is just with myself, when I'm tapping, when I'm journaling, I am going to feel my feelings and I am going to release them. 2025. What a crazy year. I'm so ready to release. So ready to release. I'm releasing what doesn't serve me. I'm releasing the feelings that I have hidden. I'm releasing the situations that brought me frustration. I am releasing every freaking thing. Because I deserve to be free. I deserve to release what doesn't serve me anymore. Because the body keeps the score, and I am not about to play with that. I'm releasing it right now. All of the heaviness from the year, all of the anger, all of the frustration, sadness, whatever, I am releasing. And this is a reset. This is me claiming and taking my energy and my power back. Because it doesn't matter how much I accumulate, I can always let that go. Because if I have the power to receive, if I have the power to feel and to accumulate energy, emotions, I have the absolute power to release. And that's what I'm doing right now. I am releasing anything stagnant. And I am opening myself to receive peace, to receive love, and to receive pride. I am ready to receive all of these emotions in the upcoming day, weeks, month, and the year of 2026. I let go in. And this is me declaring, now that all of this energy is released, that I am open to receive all positive energies. And if something apparently negative comes up, I'll feel it, I'll honor it, I'll process it, and I will let it go. That's what my body is programmed to do. That's the original programming. I feel it, I process it, and I let go. And just like that, I am ready for a new overall feeling in 2026. I declare it, I deserve it, and I am open and ready. All right, take a deep breath in, fix your hair if you have a fro, and out. Woo! Oh my God, and tell me in the comments how you feel. I see that Carrie had some problems. You can always catch the replay. I didn't want to interrupt the practice. Okay, ladies, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Okay. After this huge release, oh my God, I was providing it and I felt it as well. I felt the processing as well. This is a practice that you can do often. You don't need, Stacy's feeling relaxed. I love it. Amazing. I'm so happy. Yes, that's good. That's a good sign. You have the video. Wow, this is such a great feeling. Yay! That's the power of tapping. That's why I use this tool with all of my clients. It's so good. And it's immediate. Tapping method can help for, yes, absolutely. You can just be like, I'm angry, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you the tapping script that I prepared for you. And then you can always like, okay, there's always the option for you to personalize your tapping. And you can always book a call with me and whatever you need to work on, we can work on in session. But let me show you the script that I prepared. I went off script like crazy because I'm very intuitive. So whatever I downloaded, that's what I told you. But you have a script that you can use, okay? So basically, you will see that in the tapping script, what you can do is you have your workbooks, ladies. So you can basically just write down on top of the tapping script, and then, yep, Andrea is saying immediately. Exactly, it works immediately. That's why I love it so much. So the tapping script, you can write on it. You can print this. This is for you, right? This is my gift for you. So this is pretty much what I've done in the beginning. Like, even though I've been feeling this and that, and I've been through whatever, you can personalize it as much as you want. I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Like, you want to do this part 3 times. Remember, we did this like in this tapping point here. I forgot to tell you, this is like based on acupuncture points. Totally forgot to tell you. Sorry. And then it's just, you processing, like, I've been feeling, what have you been feeling? Why? Just say what you're feeling, right? While you are tapping through the points. I don't know if you realize this is one of the most powerful tools that you can have. Okay. And I told you I was not going to give you fluff. I don't know if I told you that, but I told you this was going to be hands-on, and I'm so happy that I can give this tool to you. So you can just personalize your tapping script, and then use it. Okay, just personalize and use it. And if you need some help, you let me know. And I'm always here to help you. I am going to do a Q&A in a moment, but I wanted to tell you about this thing that I told you that I have to offer you. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this one. So here is the thing, right? So what we did now, we did a lot of releasing. We did a lot of processing. We did this whole process to go through 2025 and clean it up, right? I believe that everything goes in cycles. So this is us closing the cycle in 2025 of 2025. What I do understand as well is that, first of all, let me get back a little bit. From this place, did you notice how you feel right now? Feel calmer, you feel more positive, right? You have a great feeling. So that's what happens when you do processes to center yourself. And this is something that when you learn, you can just apply it, right? That's the other day I was working with a client. We had a session, and usually at the end of the session, we do some tapping. And she was like, can I do it? And she did the tapping in front of me, and she processed in front of me because she wants to make sure that she knows and she has the tool for the rest of her life, right? And this is my goal for all of you. So what I want to kind of enhance here is that we have been through this process. And what I wish for you is that all of the decisions and the way that you go after your goals and the way that you go about creating a successful life is from this place right here. Because most of the time we're trying to create a successful life from stress, from burnout, from working like crazy, from beating ourselves up and making us feel like absolute shit, right? And today I really wanted, yes, let's release, yes, let's end 2025, but also show you that this place that you are in right now, this is the most powerful place that you can be. We have this idea that we need to be like kind of like stressed to achieve things. But no, if you know me, I'm all about the gentle way. But in my method, the way that I work with my clients, obviously there's this gentleness, but there's also this strategy. And what I love about the way that we work with me, with my clients, with the community, is that we do things the gentle way, but we are strategic, strategic AF, right? I know that if you want to create a different life for yourself, you're just not gonna, okay, I'm gonna create a different life for myself. You need some steps, you need a strategy. And if you are here and if you have been following me for a while, it's because the strategy that you want is not a strategy that's gonna beat yourself up and then at the end of the way just self-sabotage, right? That's not what we want. So I have an offer for you. I have created this 90-minute call that you can book with me. Going to be straightforward. The price is $150. Next year, I'm going to do this type of calls from $197 because the price of the call is like, it's priceless, right? It's priceless. Because what we do inside of this call is we are going to create a strategy that actually works for you. This is a done with you session. This is not this is not fluff. This is not just talking about feelings and whatever. I trust that after this session, you are more centered and you are ready to actually go ahead and strategize the year and create that aligned vision, right? So the session is called the aligned vision to action, right? Because what we want to have an aligned vision, but the action, right? Most of you get stuck in the action part. So this is the aligned vision to action session. You're going to spend 90 minutes with me and it's a done with you session. What does that mean? Yes, we're going to talk about your vision. Yes, we're going to talk about your goals, but I'm going to sit down with you and I'm going to create a document where you can have all your resources and step by step of how you will achieve what you want to achieve in 2026, because I want you to become freaking successful. And I know that the way to become successful, truly, not burnt out successful, not trying to do this here, for you to become successful, the gentle way is the way. So the aligned vision to action session is here for you. It's 150. Let me share the link with you, and I have a gift for you. Okay, so focus, all right, because this is a special gift just for you. So if you are watching this session, okay, link is here. If you are watching this session, here's what's going to happen. So when you book a session with me, and if you are watching the emotional detox workshop, I am going to gift you a 30-minute follow-up. What does that mean? That means that I am going to sit down with you for 90 minutes. We're going to craft a plan for you for 2026 so you can actually achieve that vision that you want. And after that plan, after a month or so, after 15 days, whenever you need, you can have a 30 minutes follow up with me. And if you know me, like the amount of things we can get done in 30 minutes, especially after we have spent, 90 minutes together crafting your new life. I'm talking about crafting your new life. I'm talking about creating from this space that you are right now. Not creating from stress, I need a job or I need to, no. Creating from this space, I'm going to help you pull from you your aligned vision for 2026 and come up with a plan that it's aligned, not only with what you want to achieve, but with what you actually need to get there. And that is going to say, thank you, Stacy. And that is also not the things that, little, if you need training or whatever. No, I'm talking about how can you regulate yourself throughout so you don't fall off track. For example, that it happens to loads of us. We have this big vision and we start strong, but then something happens that dysregulates us and then we quit. And then there's another year. So this is a session that's going to help you just keep going, not quitting in February. You know what I mean? I don't like setting goals and it's just like, oh, let's set goals. No, this is not about setting goals. This is about creating your aligned vision. And when you create your aligned vision, we're going to sit down. I'm going to create a Notion document with you. And you will have quarter one, quarter two, quarter three. What's going to happen? How do I want to feel? And it's going to be an overall strategy that is mindful, and it's absolutely done with you for you, because you're going to see a lot of free masterclasses and stuff and how to set goals and whatever. But if we don't have the foundation to support our goals, you probably already know that it's difficult to get there. Or you get there and you feel empty because the foundation was missing, because the vision was not aligned. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. And remember, if you are signing up from this masterclass, I am going to, oh, by the way, when you sign up, for you to be able to claim the 30-minute session, you will see that I have like a questionnaire. Please write down emotional detox so I can actually give you the gift, or send me an email after or something, okay? Because this is only for people who are in this workshop, because like I know that you are committed. I know that you have what it takes to achieve what you want, and all you need is the proper strategy to help you, and maybe somebody to remind you to take it slow, go step by step, and ground yourself throughout. I would love to have some of you book this call. It's going to be up for a limited time only. And this is the last time I'm offering 90-minute session for 150. A lot of people are like, are you crazy? This is crazy cheap. It is crazy cheap for the amount of things that you get done. So last time I'm doing this. So take advantage of it, especially if you're watching this masterclass. Come on, let's go. Okay. Do you have any questions? Oh, I'm so glad that you're excited about this. You already know what to do. Link is so easy. Just go to the link, book the thing. You can always like change the date, but book the thing. And don't leave it for tomorrow. Let's commit and let's do it. Okay, if you are crazy busy, just book it for a time that you're not crazy busy, and then you know that you are already making the commitment. Because I know how we are. I'm not just signaling you. This is how we all do. And after all you've done, all this work today, take advantage of this energy and create a wonderful year for you, for yourself. Okay. Do we have questions? I am opening the stage for questions. So let me know if you have any questions in regards to tapping. Let me know if you have any questions in regards to the session that we're going to do. That we're going to do in case you want to book it. Yeah, whatever it is, emotions, or just let me know something else. I don't know. I'm here for you. I decided that I was going to do this workshop and spend some time with you in community. So whatever you want to say now, say it now. And oh my God, thank you so much for coming. I love it when you come live, and the energy live is amazing. I always love it because I feel we're supporting each other live, and that is beautiful. So, any questions? Okay. Does it matter which side of your... Oh, great question, because I forgot this part. It does not matter. Actually, some people do it with the two hands apart from the parts where you only need one. So you can use two hands, you can use one, and it really doesn't matter what side of the body. Oh, and do you want to know a little trick that I've learned at this tapping summit? There was this lady that was talking about how we sometimes we need to tap, but we're like in public or something. And she taught the students this trick where you can just tap your fingers. It's weirdly very soothing. And I've been using it when I'm feeling like anxious and I'm out and about. Just a little trick. But to answer your question, Stacy, no, it does not matter. Okay. Uh okay, hold on. Let me have a lovely festive season. Oh my God, yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. And best wishes for 2026. If you're here, I know you're ready to have a banging, awesome 2026. Do I have any other questions? You can ask me anything. Take advantage of it. I don't think I had any other questions, but I'm just going to wait to see if you have any other questions. And if you do, I'll answer them. And if not, I am going to say goodbye to you. This has been amazing. You know, I love our community. Okay, no questions. No questions. 5, 4. Okay, beautiful. Make sure you get back to your workbook. Make sure you check everything that we have shared, right? And if you feel like there's something else that you need to process, come back to this masterclass and do the tapping, especially you, Carrie, because you had some problems and couldn't catch up with all the practice. You can always come back. Stacy's saying, I love this class. Thank you so much. I loved it as well. I like this format. I'm still processing. Good. Good. Yes. Give yourself some time and some love today. Okay, my beautiful ladies, I am going to let you go. Remember, you are worthy because you were born worthy. So please give yourself the chance to create the life that you are actually deserving of. Okay, please make sure you are making yourself happy. All right, make sure you're making yourself feel more peaceful. Make sure that if you have been feeling yourself, making yourself feel a certain way, to change it, because there are tools and you have experienced two very powerful tools today. If you book the call, you are going to experience even more power. So just use what you have, okay? Because tools are out there. Everything will be okay. Everything will get better. And that's it. I love everyone. Stacey's like, love you too. And okay, Okay, tribe, I'll talk to you soon. I'm so excited to hear your feedback. I'm so excited that you like the workshop kind of setting. That makes me think about 2026 as well. Probably I'll do a few of these. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. Maybe I'll see you on the aligned to action session. And yes, bye. Remember, you're worthy. Bye.